Ow! Ho, 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 ho. Yo, Papa Swoleo, swollen and rolling. Alignment issues yet again. Weak.
The sun is shining, the birds are chirping, the bacon is sizzling. Welcome to the Daily Swole.
Papa Swoleo's in the car, getting his sick pump on, repping the gains. If you haven't grabbed your Swolenormous shirt yet, remember, Swolenormousapparel.com. See, look, looks like me. Look, hold on, ready? Look. Daddy Swoleo, baby Swoleo. Look at baby Swoleo. So yeah, if you haven't grabbed your fucking Swolenormous gear, if you didn't know that their gear actually exists, you check it out, Swolenormousapparel.com. You're in the car too. Keith, welcome. Well, welcome to the show. Don't pay attention to me then. Don't pay attention to the sick gains because I don't want you to go off the road. Just use your ear holes. Welcome everyone to episode 399 of the Daily Mother, the Gain Train, the most yoked live broadcast in the realm, because when I flex, you flex. We all flex our biceps. What's up, Sean? Welcome, Tom. Every day, ladies and gentlemen, live at 12 noon Eastern time here on Facebook. You can catch every episode on YouTube, and also you can fuck your ear holes with my sick knowledge nuclear explosions, my knowledge nukes every day. SoundCloud and iTunes. What is going up, fam? What's going up? What's going down? You can see I'm from Cincinnati. Ooh, baby, can you feel the pump? I'm glad I'm sitting down because my legs are fucking wrecked. If you're not following me on Instagram, why aren't you? That's foolish of you. You should be following me on Instagram. Had a sick fucking leg workout. It was like a marathon, like 2.5 hour, high volume, using machines I haven't used in a long time. It was nasty. So if you haven't followed my Instagram story, check that shit out. Fuck, my legs are absolutely destroyed. So delayed onset muscle soreness didn't delay more than like 5 hours. So I'm walking like grandpa. Gonna do some mobility today. Gonna do some swolga. Definitely fucking need it. But today is Flex Friday. So I'm going to talk about isometrics. And we haven't talked a lot about isometrics recently. Been talking a lot about flexing. Been talking a lot about flexing. Been talking a lot about flexing and making sick fucking gains. But there's 3 types of flex is. That doesn't even make fucking sense. But it's Flex Friday, so let's talk about the 3 different types of muscle contractions. You have eccentric, isometric, and concentric. There's 3 types of ways your muscle can contract. Your muscle can shorten and overcome the force. Your muscle can meet the force where there's no movement. And your muscle can lengthen while decelerating weights. So, and the force and the pull of gravity. So there's 3 types of muscle contraction, and let's talk about this in sense of a bicep curl. So a concentric, C-O-N, concentric contraction is when the bicep is shortening, when you're lifting the weight up. Isometric is when, let's say, you're just holding the weight and just holding it like a plank. And a eccentric or an eccentric is when you're lowering the weight slowly, like the downward portion of a squat, or the lengthening motion of the bicep curl, or the downward motion of a push-up. So the muscle is actually strongest during the eccentric contraction, when you're decelerating with gravity. It's weakest when you're trying to overcome the force, because your body has to create so much internal tension to overcome the weights. It's hardest for your body to create that much tension to overcome the external force. Right in the middle of the strongest and the weakest contraction, you have isometrics. Isometrics are phenomenal. And one of the reasons why you might be limiting your gains is because you are not taking advantage of the 2 strongest types of contractions. If you just can't lift the weight anymore, if you just can't fucking lift the weight, you just can't curl it up one more rep, you just can't push yourself up off the ground, you are stopping your set. Your set's over because you couldn't do one more rep. Well, that's not entirely true, because if you consider a rep a period of muscle contraction or muscle activity rather than just, going all the way up and going all the way down. 1, going all the way up, going all the way down. 2, if you count a repetition as a period of time under tension rather than a full range of motion, from A to B, the game changes. So as your muscle fatigues, let's say you can't do another curl, what your body is really telling you is that it cannot do another concentric contraction. Does not mean that your body cannot do an isometric contraction. Does not mean that your body cannot do an eccentric contraction. So your body has more work that can be done. Your body has more ability to do work. In other words, there's more gas left in the tank. You have more gas left in the tank. And if you're trying to go to failure, if you're trying to provide overload for your body, you need to use that gas. You need to push your body to a limit. And you may not realize, but when you get very, very sore after a workout, you're mostly getting sore from those eccentric portions of the contraction. You're getting mostly that sore from the isometric. And if you're doing my 90-day dash program, you know a lot of periods during that program, you have partial repetitions or you have isometric holds at the top or at the bottom. And that reason is because you can get deeper into those muscle fibers. That's right, full muscle fiber depletion. You are going to get rid of and drain the body and drain the muscles of their energy. You're going to use them in their full capacity. And this is just, the way we can think about it in layman's terms to make it simple. I want you to think of it this way. You have a container. If you're doing standard repetitions and you consider, I can't do another rep, I can't do another full rep, so my set's over. That's like drinking from the top. Okay? If you're doing a set and you're doing isometrics, you're doing eccentrics, doing negatives, you're doing everything, you're trying to deplete the muscle completely, that's like pulling a plug from the bottom and having it drain out the bottom and then it comes out instead of just skimming off the top. That's my analogy for isometrics and for eccentrics, but this is right about isometrics. So a perfect example of an isometric contraction is not a crunch, is not a leg lift, it's a plank. It's also known as a plank. Everyone, float some thumbs and float some hearts. You might not love a plank, but float some hearts. Give me the, wait, hold on. Hey, give me some fucking hearts if you know what a plank is. If you've done a plank, hold it. Gotta get the angle. Yeah. If you do planks or you know what a plank is. A plank is actually technically called a prone, because you're in the prone position, iso-ab, which means a prone isometric abdominal. So you're in a prone position anatomically, facing down, and you're doing an isometric contraction, an iso hold, because your abs, your abdominal muscles are providing force. However, they're not lengthening or shortening. They are meeting the force evenly, perfectly even, so there's no movement taking place. If I go like this and I squeeze, this is an isometric contraction because I am squeezing. My muscle's not lengthening or shortening, but I'm providing force. There's tension. When I hold a bar and I just hold it right here, hold it. Come on, hold it 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2. Come on, baby. Come on. 1, get some. That's an isometric contraction because I'm providing a lot of force, but just enough to meet the resistance. So it doesn't go like this. There's no overcoming the force and there's no deceleration. There's just lack of movement. An isometric contraction is the second strongest contraction. So when concentric blows out and you got no more concentrics, when you're doing a push-up, for example, if you can't make it all the way up, you can only make it halfway, try holding it. Try holding that going halfway. Try pushing all the way up, but hold as high as you can. Just hold as long as you can. Hold at the top as long as you can. When you burn out with that concentric, try finishing with some isometrics. Don't even worry about eccentrics right now. Today is the day of the isometric contraction because it's Flex Friday. Try focusing on the isometric. Doing a pull-up, hold at the top, hold, or hold halfway, 90 degrees. You like to do pull-ups? You want to try to get stronger doing pull-ups? Hold 90 degrees as long as you can. Hold, still holding, still holding, Papa Solio, all fucking day. ADL, all day long, baby, all day long. Try doing that. That will take your shit to the next level. If you are not doing isometrics, and I want you to comment below, do you do isometric training? Do you do negatives? Let's start with isometrics. Let's focus on that right now. Do you do isometric training? Do you do sets where you do isometrics? And I want you to comment below. And I'm also going to take this over to Instagram to see if people are doing isometrics for those of you that are over there. So focus on isometrics. If you're working out today, I want you to throw in some isometrics. I want you to throw in some isometric holds. Go halfway and hold at the top, hold at the bottom. Make some portion of your repetitions isometric. I want you to do isometric contractions today. And it's gonna make you all the better for it. I fucking promise. If you have never tried isometrics or focused isometric sets, this is a game changer because you are going to get deeper into the muscle fibers. Be careful. Be careful if you're getting back into it. I see a lot of people saying, hey, I'm just getting back into it. Be careful because this is a big overload for the muscles. You're not necessarily ready for it. If you're doing a plank, a prone iso ab, that's a fine place to start. But be careful, but in your own style of training, add a couple reps where you do like a nice long isometric hold and see the difference. You're gonna feel more sore. You're gonna feel more fatigued because you are. You're using more of that muscle fiber. You're draining more. You're draining that plug. You're draining that energy. You're draining the muscle's ability to function more. You're getting deeper into the fibers. And if you work this in properly with your style of training for your specific goal, it's sick. It's sick. I want everyone to try an isometric contraction exercise or a couple sets today during your, whatever it is. And I want you to comment below what you're working out today and if you've done isometric training. Thank you so much for joining me for episode 399, Isometrics in the fucking house tomorrow. Tomorrow is epic. Tomorrow is going to be LITLIKEATIT. Lit like a fucking tit. Tomorrow is episode 400 and it's Saturday. So everyone has a different schedule. I want you to be here. I don't care if you're on the West Coast. I don't care if you're on the far East Coast. I don't care if you're on the South Coast, the North Coast. I don't care if you're a fucking Eskimo. I want you there tomorrow for episode 400. Giveaways, awesome shit. I might even have some other surprises. It's gonna be amazing episode. I want to hook it up tomorrow and I want you to hook it up for Papa Swoleo. So fucking discounts, giveaways, just awesome shit, beard, rage, tons of caffeine. It's gonna be extra. It's gonna be extra caffeine tomorrow for 400. But I just realized, like I'm writing 399, I'm like, holy shit, tomorrow's fucking 400. 400, and it's a weekend. So we have the best opportunity. So Daily Swole Club, I don't know if anyone did Daily Swole Club today. I didn't push that today, but if anyone did that, congratulations. I'm gonna go over on Instagram for a few minutes just to say, what, IG? Make sure you follow my Instagram stories. Gonna blow some shit up there. Gonna ask some questions probably in one of the next posts on Instagram, either a caption or about this. So make sure you follow me on Instagram. Still blowing up over there and doing a lot of Q&As and surveys, which is interesting. I think you're gonna get a lot of information from the other people and the other members in that community over on Instagram because it's different than Facebook. And their feedback for these little questions of the day, which have been phenomenal so far. Tons of interaction. So if you're not following on Instagram, follow that, read the captions, and check that out because it could open your mind to some new styles of training and see what other people are doing. Flex them if you got them. Enjoy your Flex Friday premium. Make sure you post in that Flex them if you got them thread because it's Flex Friday and Papa Swole is going to join in big time and show you what's up. Peace out. Peace, McGee's, Deuce Magoose. Thanks for joining me for episode 399. See you tomorrow at 12 noon each time for episode 400. Every day on Facebook, on YouTube, and also fuck your ear holes with the knowledge nukes, with the gain train on SoundCloud and iTunes every day. Ears, eyes, buys, tries. You know how we do. Peace, McGee's, Deuce Magoose. See you on IG in a few minutes, and I'll see everyone tomorrow for episode 400.